So it's been a while since we've covered Chud the Builder, aka the viral racist streamer, the guy who goes around calling people the N-words, trying to start fights with them and whatnot to claim it's free speech so then he can pull mace out or he can pull a gun out and claim that they're chimping out on him, right?
It's riling you up, getting you to chimp out, because we want you in jail.
Unfortunately, the day has finally come where Chud has had to use his firearm, leading to him accidentally shooting himself as well as another person. Now, there are a few sources covering this situation right about now. This one is coming from Clown World, saying that Chud the Builder was sucker punched outside the Montgomery County courthouse in Tennessee today. He fired in self-defense, accidentally grazing his own arm. He is now in custody. The attacker is being flown by helicopter to a hospital. You can see here's Chud sitting here, and we have like an audio recording, I guess, that he told the police.
I walked up to him because they were pointing at me. They were laughing, they were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have everything.
Whose weapon is that right there?
I believe that's it. Is that yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking to him right now.
Oh no, you guys are good to do your thing.
Okay.
He has a graze. I call it a graze to the left arm. He has slight abrasion right here on his head. Maybe some scrapes. Lightheaded.
We knew this day was going to come. The day was going to come where people are, of course, going to attack Chud. As much as I disavow those actions and whatnot, I think you play a dangerous game every single time you go out onto the streets, with this rhetoric of like, hey guys, you guys support free speech, right? Well, here's the N-word. You're an N-word. You're an N-word. You're chimping out. You're chimping out. This is the kind of thing that's going to happen, unfortunately. Someone attacked this guy, and from Chud the Builder's point of view, what happened was the guy already knew who he was, and it caused him to sucker punch him, and that's where Chud pulled his Glock out. I guess we'll have to find out more if, like most cases, Chud kind of started it by telling the guy who was chimping out first and whatnot. But at least in this case, thankfully, Chud the Builder hasn't lost his life. Seems like the other person who was shot also didn't lose their life. Still, this situation getting crazy. The Chud the Builder situation is taking a huge turn. Now, of course, I don't know much about the laws, but someone who does is Jay Oma, who is an attorney, very popular defense lawyer. Here he is with Gideon, where he's talking about the whole Chud the Builder shooting situation, claiming that he may not have a self-defense claim. And obviously in a situation like this, yeah, it's going to be quite difficult to claim self-defense when you're the one with the gun shooting someone who may not have had a gun, while also inciting the violence, while having this controversial history. Again, not defending Chud the Builder being harmed, just saying this is the kind of stuff that goes down when we're getting into legal territories, now firearms, now people possibly losing their lives or getting shot.
And he's trying to claim self-defense?
He's trying to claim self-defense.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard for him to claim self-defense. I have cases like that. It's hard to claim self-defense. Because the other guy didn't show a weapon. He didn't recognize a weapon. And it's going to be hard to try to prove it to a jury that, I felt like my life was in danger. You know what I mean? So the only way I can think that he can get out of that is if he can show the jury that at that specific time, at that specific point, he felt that his life was in danger from a deadly weapon from the other guy. And if he felt that, then he can try to tell the jury that I, Chud the Builder, felt like my life was in danger. And because so, I had to pull my gun out and defend myself. But it's going to be a hard battle to win it.
And for those who haven't been keeping up with Chud, while I was sick over the past week, he actually got arrested a few days ago because he basically dined and dashed. At least that's what this restaurant tried to accuse him of. This restaurant knew who he was. They knew why he was controversial. Basically, they asked him to leave the store or leave the restaurant. And when he did leave, they called the police on him because he didn't pay his bill and whatnot, right?
You seem kind of upset.
No, you guys filming now?
Yeah. We can leave.
Okay, it's time to go.
Hey, calm down. Why don't you go shit in the street? don't you go poop in the street? Hey man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food. Hey,
No, you
Bob's
gotta pay your check.
Steakhouse.
Don't take care of it.
Oh no, we're not paying shit.
You're not paying? I go get the.
Y'all are kicking me out, or are we staying?
No, you're paying when you leave.
Oh, you think?
For what you got, yeah.
Buddy, I didn't get to enjoy my meal. You're kicking me out. I'm not paying for shit.
No, just go ahead.
Yeah. Bob's Steakhouse. Check your Google reviews, little midget guy.
You're not welcome back,
We
okay?
poop in the toilets already.
You're not welcome back.
Watch your mouth. This is America. You're in my country. You hear me? I can't believe that midget thought I was going to pay for the meal after they kicked me out.
There's a whole mugshot about that. He ended up getting off from that. That might have been what he was settling in the courtroom and whatnot. Regardless, that thing was just kind of like a silly situation because, yes, this guy is controversial, but I can kind of understand like the whole idea of like, well, if I'm getting kicked out of the restaurant, I'm not going to pay. But to some point, you still can be like, hey, I'll pay. And then I'll just go argue with my bank about it. Like I'll go dispute it with my bank and say, hey, they kicked me out. I didn't get to finish my meal, so I don't want to pay. That's something you deal with the bank, I think, instead of having to have the police come and handle it that way. Because again, this guy already does have like quite a litany, quite a long list of controversies surrounding him. We've all unfortunately had to see all of these happening. Also, according to Chud, someone killed his dog. Very sad. I love animals myself. Again, as much as I think this guy's controversial, I would say douchebag territory. I don't think that his family should be harmed, that his wife, his children, and of course his animal. Chud the Builder speaks out after his arrest. Someone killed my dog. The government is more interested in me than the people trying to kill me, right?
Federal agents outside my house in a U-Haul. Someone killed my dog, guys. I mean, who's helping me, bro? The government, they're interested in me more than they are people who are trying to kill me. It's worse to speak and say a word than it is to threaten to kill people, I guess. I get so many death threats. He's like, just report them all.
So obviously, again, people who have found where this guy lives, found the people that are in his home, in this case, his pet, and ended the life of his pet. I don't support that. I think that's disgusting. I think it's evil, right? I think that you can hate someone and think someone deserves to get knocked out or punched in the mouth for saying like some crazy racist stuff, right? Like you can think that all day, whatever. I think that going to the point of like killing someone's pets or even trying to kill them over words is just insanity. I'm always going to kind of stand by that. You know, that's something I've pointed out when the whole Charlie Kirk stuff happened, right? As much of a controversial figure he is and the things that he said, and you may not agree or you may agree, I don't think anyone should lose their life for saying some controversial words when in actuality, if you like look at their content from a different lens, you can kind of understand why they have fans, why they have haters, and you may not like what they do. You may not think they deserve a platform, right? When this dude got banned off of Kick, I was like, whatever, F up, screw it, bozo, RIP, right? But again, at the same day, or at the same time, I don't think that Chud the Builder should like lose his life. I don't think his family should lose their lives, or his pets should lose their lives. But I do want to know what you guys think down below. This situation, I feel like, is just going to keep getting worse. Chud the Builder is not someone like Kanye or someone like Clavicular, right? Like some of these controversial content creators who can kind of keep latching on to other things. Chud the Builder's famous for saying the N-word and telling people they chimp out. And eventually it's going to get to the point where he's either going to end someone's life and some side of the internet's going to think he's a hero, and then the other side's going to think he's like the worst evil monster alive, or he's going to lose his life. And I don't want to see either of those results, truly. I think this guy needs to just get off the internet. That's just my thoughts. Thanks for watching, as always. Apologies for the voice. I've been sick for the past week. I'm getting over it a bit. I had a sore throat for like 2 weeks straight. It's finally gone. Obviously, I lost my voice, but we'll be back on the grind soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.